welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half century. The home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from Arrowhead. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. That is to Wiley, open on the left. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, Burrow moving to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Shamrocks are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
19 Lions.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
Complete to Brian Thomas Jr. Out of bounds down at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Reno. Ready.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
In motion comes Thomas. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Shamrocks will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
On 1, ready? Let's get set. 12, 12, 12. Right 80. Right side. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll find his big target. Had fired. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 16. And very quickly, a first down.
Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stop.
On first down, Burrow. He's going to air this one out. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right top. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Steady.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Got it. Ready?
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. Hey, come 19. 19 Cardinal, 18 Dragon, 60. Warrior, 70.
In motion comes Thomas. He'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. And that will be a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Ready.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now this looks like a design run, and he will take it in himself. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Shamrocks. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Shamrocks are out to a 10-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing. Chris
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. Right, 80.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down. We are through one. Plenty of scoring already. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Gun, gun. Start. 180. Start.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go. 180. Start.
He'll go again with Marks. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
180. Start.
Second down. Burrow. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Now, Burrow. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. 14 on the pickup, and the Chiefs have a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Here we go. 11 MT. Take. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. Start.
Back to throw. Burrow. Flush to his right. Now he takes off. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's get set. Right. Stop.
On the ground, it's Marks. Good blocking, and he's in. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Chiefs. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 10-7.
The score, Shamrocks 10, Chiefs 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 18 Pioneer. Dragon 60. 18 Run. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, San Diego. It's his third touchdown catch. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Kick is good. Makes the score Shamrock 17, Chiefs 7. Chris Boswell set to
Boswell
kick off.
now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
11, 11, 11, 11. Gun.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Going for it all. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time,
11,
take what's there,
11,
sustain the drive.
11, Thomas. 11, 11.
Burrow here on second down. That's out left and complete to Burden. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Luther Burden. Touchdown, KC. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Chiefs 14.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, break. 19 strike. 19. Ready. Trap, Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to his running back, Facial Chutin. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Maverick, Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10. Give, and here comes Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. Up the middle, here is Tootin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Check. Rig alert. Panther 11. Go.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? Panther 80. Panther 60. Ready?
On the give, it's Tootin. And he's in. Spatial Tootin. Touchdown Shamrocks. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Shamrocks go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Gun. Dot. 180. Dot.
On first and 10, Burrow. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. That's good for 27 and a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get that complete to Franklin. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That is catch number 60 for the season.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jared Wiley. Touchdown, Kansas City. Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Chiefs 21.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Rig. Liking 18.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. He runs with it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
A gain of 22 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Throwing now from the gun. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
Shamrocks 24, Chiefs 21.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready. 18, Pioneer. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll send a man in motion left. Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. Down the sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, San Diego. On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Shamrocks will extend this third quarter lead.
Chiefs 21.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. 180.
On first down, Burrow. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And look out there. Ended at the line of scrimmage.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Flush to his right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
11. Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
throwing on fourth down. The right side caught by Wiley. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. They run over center with Robinson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 8.
Come on. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rolling right. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run with Robinson, and he will power his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Shamrocks. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year.
Makes the score Shamrocks 38, Chiefs 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
2nd down. Burrow. Open downfield is Wiley. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down.
Still brings up
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Plays hot. Hot. Stop.
The 1st down throw for Burrow. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. To throw is Burrow. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll begin the fourth by giving it to Robinson. He's to the 35. Bijan Robinson. Down the sideline to the 20. And he is gone. 97 yards for the touchdown. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Shamrocks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready? Gun. Got. 11. Got.
Burrow. This one complete to Campbell. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second
From the 44-yard line. Here's second down and a yard.
11. Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
11 MT tape.
Now, Burrow. Quick slant, caught by Burden. He's got the first down and more than that. And he will score! Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chiefs. touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Burrow now. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Chiefs 29.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now. Steady.
Now Robinson. And he'll get back to midfield. So no gain on that one.
Quentin Williams on the stop. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Ready, set.
Third down and 9.
Ready, 18, pioneer. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
In motion comes Thomas.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down.
Come on, set. Deputy Lions.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
One, ready? Here we go. 11, mighty. 11, 180.
On first and 10, Burrow. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Boye Mafe. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. They'll come up now for second down.
Here we go. Sahad. 180. Sahad.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's taken in by Franklin. And And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
On one, ready?
What will they do on this play? Third down, needing 8.
Let's get set. Wide 80. Stop.
They'll drop to throw. He gets this complete to Burton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
First down.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick.
Gun.
It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That is brought in by Ibuka. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
26 more
Here we go.
Here is 1st and goal. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Dot. 11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. Dot.
Burrow. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, KC. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense, and this is going to stay a 2-possession game. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Come on. Ready. Here's Robinson. Has some room inside the 30. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, San Diego. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Shamrocks tack on one more to their lead.
Chiefs 35. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
On one, ready? Here we go. 11 by 180. 12, 12, 12. MT. Got.
On 1st down, Burrow. Now he'll air one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Over the middle, he's got Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. 11. Right 80. 11, 11, 11.
Now, Burrow. That is caught downfield by Campbell. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Here's Burrow. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
But it's not. 11 MT tape. 11 11 11 11 11.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.